Hi everyone, how you doing? In this video, I wanted to share with you a very special plan that you can use right now to earn $1,000 or more in the next 24 hours and get thousands of laser-targeted website visitors almost automatically and outrank all of your competition on Google at breakneck speed for practically any keyword you want. And the reason I decided to share this plan is because I could see this information is really needed. There's so much misinformation and confusion out there about website traffic and traffic generation methods that I've got to clear up as much of this confusion as I can and save you from making the huge mistakes that so many people are making. It's finally time to start saving money instead of wasting it when it comes to traffic. Now, I won't be slamming websites here, and I won't be naming any names, but I will give you some real examples of some of the many misconceptions and outright lies about website traffic that are rampant, and give you the truth about them. Now, I've put some amazing information in my video series, and I hope it opens your mind and gives you several of those profitable aha moments. This course is all about telling you the truth about some out-and-out lies that have been told over and over, and to give you some examples of some great techniques that you can use to kickstart your website traffic into overdrive. And by the way, this video series continues to grow as I continue to share traffic tools that provide free targeted traffic immediately and are easy and quick to apply, and that drastically improve search engine rankings and placement with traffic that lasts for years. So be sure to keep a watch out as I'll be adding more and more of these amazingly helpful videos. Now, what people really love about this plan is results start immediately. Traffic starts flooding your website and making placement on Google quickly. Your ranking placement on Google quickly outranks thousands, even millions of other websites. And you find yourself holding real cash profits in your hand right away. And so this is a really important plan for people who need immediate traffic and immediate cash profits in their hands, as well as a long-term marketing system that never dies out. So let's jump right in, okay? Let me start by clearing up all the crippling confusion that is responsible for so many people making huge mistakes and fail online. Traffic lie number one. There is no way a newbie website can get thousands of free targeted visitors quickly without spending a lot of money. Well, this is just plain common sense. Now think about it for just a minute. If it was impossible for a new website to get a lot of traffic, then why in the world are tens of thousands of new websites popping up every single day? Have you ever watched the page ranking of new websites? Have you ever checked into the movers and shakers on Alexa? Okay, here's the deal. Once you create a website, the next step is to get traffic to it. But how? You haven't got an email list yet, so you can't use that. You don't have any revenue coming in yet, so you can't afford to buy traffic or advertising. Should you just take a chance and hope the website will just take off all by itself? Well, of course not. The way most websites manage to get thousands of targeted visitors almost immediately and for free is they jump in and apply a little elbow grease, and that's all. And before they know it, within 24 hours or so, they're dumped with tons of real visitors to their website, and it never costs them a single penny. When you get the following statement out of your mind that there's no way new websites can get thousands of free targeted visitors quickly, you flat out unlock the doors to your success. I'm not over-exaggerating this, and I'll show you some examples that prove this in just a second. Now, traffic lie number two, new websites cannot outrank older sites on Google. So many people are making stupid mistakes with their websites that sometimes it seems like this lie might in fact not be a lie, but the truth. Well, the truth is, new websites can outrank any older website any day of the week, any minute of the hour, and they can do it in virtually any market in existence. I'm going to give you some amazing examples of how to do it in just a moment so that you can see what a big fat traffic lie it is to think that new websites can't outrank older ones. Okay, traffic lie number 3. PayPerClick is the best way to grow your email list fast. Okay, this lie alone is probably responsible for more failures and loss of money than just about anything else I can think of. However, I can show you example after example of methods that not only I have done, but many of the biggest email list owners around, which have built email lists of thousands and thousands of people very quickly and without spending a penny, and never ever using AdWords or any other pay-per-click. The examples I'll give you will blow your mind. Okay, traffic lie number 4. Backlink building involves spamming, and it's time consuming. Now, if this is what you're thinking, then you're dead wrong. It's not. It's not spamming and it's not time consuming. Well, at least it doesn't have to be. Most people know that one of the fastest ways to get your site indexed and ranked high on search engines is to have tons of high page rank one-way backlinks coming to your site. Now, this makes your site look like an authority site, and search engines always reward authority sites with top ranking and placement. But most people have no idea how to get high page rank one-way backlinks, so they do it all wrong. Now, I personally know of hundreds of people, including myself, who have built their high page rank one-way backlinks into the hundreds, even thousands, without spamming a single blog or webmaster, and without buying backlinks, and it was done in no time flat. Now, the truth is, everyday people just like you and me can and are competing with the giants online, and I'll show you what I mean a little later on in this course. Okay, traffic lie number 5. You have to have leads or a giant mailing list to bank thousands of dollars a day. Now, this is one of the biggest traffic lies that I've heard yet. So many people think that the only way they can make money online is by using a huge email list and blasting it with sales pitches. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's simply not true. In my first 3 months online, I made over $117,000 in profit, and I never used a single list. So much for the lies that I wanted to talk about. Now let me tell you the truth. And let me tackle the first and the 5th lie together by showing you step number 1 that you should take. Now, I mentioned that there's no way a newbie website can get thousands of free targeted visitors quickly, and you must have leads or a giant email list to bank thousands of dollars a day. These are 2 easy lies to correct, so let's prove them wrong. If you learn nothing else from this course, please learn at least this. If you keep believing this lie, you will fail and your failure will be devastating. That may seem a bit harsh, but it is the truth, and I hope you can handle the truth. Newbie websites get thousands of free targeted visitors quickly, and here's a great example. My first website, way back when I first started online, was a drop-dead ugly website. I had no idea how to make a website, but I went ahead and I created one just because I had a really great idea and I couldn't wait to get it out there. Now, not only did I lack web development skills back then, but I had no idea what SEO was. I had no idea about the importance of backlinking, and I had absolutely no email list. I had literally nothing. But one of the first things I did was I teamed up with some joint venture affiliates because they had lists. They had really, really big lists, and they also knew what they were doing and had what it takes to allow me to bank over $45,000 in a single month, which I did. Now, one of the nicest things about teaming up with joint venture partners is they did all of the heavy lifting for me. They brought in thousands of visitors to my website virtually overnight. They produced more sales than I ever thought possible, and it didn't cost me a penny out of pocket. Now, if you have a website and a product and you want instant cash, but you don't have a large advertising budget, it's time for you to consider creating joint venture partnerships to help you get free website traffic. Now, as you can see in the full part of this course, I show you how to team up with the best top JVs the easiest way, and it's guaranteed that you'll get them. And you don't even have to talk to anyone. You don't even have to email any of them. I'll show you how to have them come pounding on your door begging to promote your product for you. You never have to talk to anyone or go hunting for affiliates. When you use the method that I teach, they will be begging to promote for you and making you thousands and thousands of dollars in no time flat. And you'll have an army of affiliates and JVs making you money hand over fist, guaranteed, without you hardly lifting a finger. It's just so easy when you do it this way, and it works. Now, obviously, I don't have time to cover that in this video, so be sure to check out the rest of this course to learn how easily you'll get an army of guaranteed affiliates and JVs instantly bringing you thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars, and visitors to your website in almost instantly and for free. Okay, the next step is an outright genius and very fast and easy Google ranking method that almost nobody is doing correctly or even knows about for that matter. But when they do apply it, they always, and I mean always, outrank their competition on Google. Now, think about that for a minute. That is huge. And in most cases, when they do this, it lands them at the very top of Google, and their URL stays at the top of Google for years and years, all for free. So in this step, this is what I call Parasite Marketing. And this is the trick that allows any content online to almost instantly rank on top of Google by piggybacking on the existing authority of a site Google already loves. And I personally use this to dominate the entire first page of Google for even the most competitive keywords that I pick. Now, sometimes it takes me a little longer to rank for tougher keywords, but when I do apply this and follow through with it, every time it really does work, and I outrank my competition. I get on page 1 of Google, I get thousands and thousands of free targeted visitors coming to my site, and I make insane amounts of money. So, to dominate all 10 spots on the first page of Google, I use the same method for 10 different top-ranking Parasite authority hosts. But for the sake of time in this video here, I'll just show you how to do it with one of the top-ranking authority parasites. You know, the process is exactly the same for the other top-ranking parasite hosts. It's just a matter of using the correct host. Now, and I cover that in depth in the rest of this course. But anyway, for this video, I'll just tell you about how I do it with document sharing sites. And one of my favorite of these is slideshare.net. And all I do is I create a 300-word or longer piece of high-quality content. And I optimize the title with my keyword. And I have the keyword mentioned frequently throughout the document, in the beginning of the document, and I start off each paragraph with the keyword as well. And I'll use bigger, bold fonts in sections of the document, which also highlights my keywords. And then I save the file as keyword.pdf, and then I upload it to SlideShare. And to rank it, I then run a backlink bookmark campaign, which also includes high-quality social signals. Now, if I don't run this kind of backlink campaign, my SlideShare document will not rank. But when I do run this campaign, my URL always, and I mean always, without fail, ranks. And that means my keyword. So if I search that particular keyword, it's there. It turns up, and often at the top of page 1 of Google. So this is a really gigantic aha moment for you folks. You've really got to pay attention to this one because I'm giving you a totally fantastic insider secret here. This is pure gold, and this step alone is responsible for increasing my sales by over 300%, almost instantly. And it didn't cost me a penny to do it. But the key is really to do the right kind of backlinking campaign. You don't necessarily need tons of backlinks for these, but you absolutely need the right ones. Now, what are the right ones? Well, in a nutshell, you need a good mix of high page rank social bookmarks. You'll need a good mix of social signals, plus pins and repins and views and votes and stumbles and shares and likes and comments and tweets and retweets and such. And then just blast it with a bunch of backlinks. Now, most websites out there, especially new sites, can't do this with this kind of backlink blasting because Google will slap them silly. But because we're dealing with a top-ranked and highly respected authority Parasite host, you can blast as many backlinks at it as you want. And then watch your rank, position, and exposure in Google soar. And it sticks there for years. And this is all completely white hat marketing. There's nothing that'll hurt you. And it really surprises me how almost nobody is doing this correctly. So this is just pure gold here that I'm giving you. So if you don't want to do this work, because it can be a lot of work, I'll do it for you and I'll give you that option below in the course. Now, in the course videos below, I give you the resources and the over-the-shoulder training on this, as well as a remarkable and valuable done-for-you option, where I will do it for you myself. I'll even create the content to post on SlideShare. I personally work things the smart way, so I always prefer the done-for-you option when it's available to me, so you might want to consider that. Now, this may be the lazy way, but without a question, it's the smart way and the right way because it gets the traffic flowing quickly and that traffic will never stop. Okay, the third lie that I mentioned was pay-per-click is the best way to grow your email list. Oh yes, this lie is the one that burns me under the collar the most because I'm thinking of 4 so-called gurus right now. Now remember, I promise not to slam anyone or mention names, who are making a fortune selling the notion that AdWords and or Facebook ads are the answer to all marketing questions. Now, I'm here to tell you that this is an outright lie. It takes a huge investment of both time and money to run a successful AdWord or Facebook pay-per-click campaign. And even then, it's a huge risk. There are so many dangerous factors at play. And even if you know what you're doing, pay-per-click can eat you alive financially. So my question is, why? Why in the world would anyone want to invest money in a gamble when it is completely unnecessary? I just don't get it. Now, let me give you an example. I can go right now to Google, search any keyword I want, and find a long list of AdWord ads on the right side of the results page. Now, let's say this is a typical day and I'm searching for dog training tips on Google. After I search my search term and get the results, the first thing my eyes see is the organic search results. I scarcely even notice the ads on the right. That's problem number 1 for AdWords and pay-per-click. In general, anyone who has used pay-per-click knows that you can get tons and tons of impressions and not many clicks. This is one sneaky angle which Google and Facebook use to slap campaigns with their higher fees. What's worse? Nobody's to blame except for Google or Facebook. There have been many heat map studies done which demonstrate where eyes track across the Google search results page, and the fact is, organic search results always get viewed the most, not the AdWord ads. Funny? Well, I think so, and it's ironic that the organic results are free, and they get the best visibility. I feel like asking people, why in the world are you paying for ad space when it's so overlooked? Well, one of the other big problems with AdWords is most people who use Google are not necessarily in the buying mood. They are simply looking for information. In other words, they are mere surfers, not so much buyers. And they're not so much opt-inners either. Many of them are in a hurry, others just can't be taken too seriously. And you know it's true because you do it yourself. Everyone does. Now, what does that mean for the AdWords user? Well, it means a whole lot of clickers and a whole lot of expenses without conversions or without a significant return on advertising investment. Yikes. Now, I'm on the Google search results page right now. I typed in dog training tips, and I see a ton of AdWords ads on the right side of the page. Now, if I was a mean person or just an average surfer, I could click on any one of these expensive little ads and end up costing that poor advertiser money. And guess what? I'm just looking. I have absolutely no intention on buying anything. I have no intention on signing up for a website thing. And why? Well, mostly because I haven't been pre-sold on the AdWords offer. I have no idea who the person is, and I really don't feel like filling out a form right now, especially when I can get really great information on the organic search results, which is where I already looked in the first place, because that's where my eyes landed first, naturally. You know, I could go on and on about the dangerous pitfalls of Google AdWords, but I think you get the idea. It's generally not the best place to build your list, especially if you're just starting out. So don't use it, folks. You can do so much better without it. You already know that you can use document sharing to build a list, and you can use joint ventures to build your list. Both of these cost you nothing. Now, in the course below, I give you some very powerful insider secrets to building your email list overnight. And I'm talking by the thousands for free. And these are all laser-targeted people who want to be on your list. You know, this is training that nobody else seems to give, but they should. So I've included it in the course. So when you check it out and apply it in the next few hours and the next few days, you can add as many as 1,000 or even 10,000 fresh targeted buyers to your email list for free. And remember, each and every name on your list is an asset worth at least $1 per month extra spendable cash in your pocket. So start building your list the right way. Okay, enough said about lists and pay-per-click. Let's move on to step 4. So what else should you do? You should continue on with video marketing because it's also free, it's easy to do, and it not only brings immediate visitors to your website, but it's also easy to rank YouTube videos on Google if you do it correctly. Now, one of my favorite tools for putting fast cash in my pocket is YouTube. You know, everybody knows that it's free, and it happens to be one of the most popular websites on the internet. What does that mean for marketers? Well, it means tons of free traffic just for the asking. Now, the problem is there are so many people who flat out don't know how to use it properly in order to convert casual surfers into frenzied wallet-waving buyers. Now, video marketing is good for beginners because it is pretty much easy to get going. The key to generating traffic is to do a little optimization on your video uploads. You know, optimizing videos is simply a matter of including your keyword in the title at least one time, and twice is even better. Also include it in your description along with some content in your description. You know, be sure to include your keyword in the tags section, and that's about all there is to video optimization. But seriously, folks, it's not enough just to upload videos that have been optimized. You need to add value to the video viewer. So when you post videos, remember this. First, no direct selling in your video posts. You know, just provide nice, useful tips or information that they need. Second, use good language and grammar, as people are looking at you as someone to trust, someone who's somewhat of an expert. You know, if you don't put much into it, you shouldn't expect anything out of it. You know, as they say, garbage in, garbage out. And third, don't spam. Need I say more? Okay, another necessary video ranking tip is to get views, likes, bookmarks, and comments. That's the secret in the sauce to getting a video ranked, okay? And the way to do it is, of course, to share your video everywhere that you can and encourage others to share. This includes pins, repins on Pinterest, tweets and retweets on Twitter, Facebook posts and shares and likes and comments, your video link on websites, blogs, and etc. I'd especially share it on social media, like StumbleUpon and Reddit. This is what is called social signals, and Google really rewards social signals by quickly ranking your video high in the search results, even landing it on the first page. So get those shares, likes, comments, and stumbles, votes, views coming in. If for some reason you don't want to do it yourself, and I can understand why, because it can be overwhelming, I'll rank your video for you. And I'll give you that option below in the course. Okay, time for another example. One of my other websites was dead, and I hadn't generated any traffic to it. It didn't rank in search engines for the keywords I was targeting, and I was debating if I should just kill the website. Well, I decided not to kill it because I really hadn't even tested it or given it a chance to survive. So I went ahead and tried a little social networking from the resources in this course. Now, in this particular case, it was the very first time I tried any social network marketing on anything that I had ever developed. This was all new territory for me, but since social networking was all the rage, I heard it could generate thousands of visitors quickly. And so I decided to put it to the test. And within a few days, my website was indexed and it had started jumping up on top of the search engines with leaps and bounds. Okay, so I was sold. There was no brain work involved, and by day 10, I had received 8,000 visitors to my site, and I had made over $4,000 in profits from that one dead website. Obviously it wasn't dead anymore, and I changed my mind on killing it. Now, the point is this. When you can take highly competitive keywords and get indexed within mere hours, you will make sales if you've got a valuable product. Applying what you learn in this full course is the right way to make a ton of money quickly. So do some Parasite marketing, do the correct kind of backlink marketing and social networking. It's all free traffic, and Google will reward you with excellent positioning and page rank. Okay, the fourth lie that I mentioned is backlink building involves spamming. Well, I've absolutely had it up to my ears with this lie. It only involves spamming if you spam. But smart marketers never spam. I never spam, and I don't understand why people spam when it's easier and more profitable not to spam. I just don't get it. Anyway, here's another example which I will prove to you that backlink building does not involve spam, and it's not the least bit time consuming. I have a website that consistently makes about $10,000 every single month simply because it has thousands of backlinks coming in. These backlinks have propelled the site to the top of the search engine, and most of my traffic is entirely free, organic search engine traffic. You gotta love this kind of traffic. What I do is I use a backlink blowout technique that I teach in this course. It's a very simple, done-for-you tool to easily churn out hundreds of the right kind of high page rank one-way backlinks at the speed of light without breaking a sweat, and I don't have to do any work at all. It submits only to high page rank authority sites for me. Super fast, super easy, and it does it all without spamming. Google loves the links and loves my URL even more. So when I want to get my document URL ranked in a matter of days to a couple of weeks for even the most highly competitive keywords, this is the no-fail aid that I use, and it always produces higher ranking in Google and thousands of visitors for my document URL. No matter what. Now, just to be clear, what I'm teaching you here is specifically dealing with Parasite marketing, okay? It all works for Parasite content and URLs. Some of this won't work for new websites that you want to rank. Well, it could, in a roundabout sort of way, but because we are only interested in getting ranked the quickest way possible and ensure that ranking and traffic sticks for years and years, I'm only going to show you how to apply this to Parasite hosted URLs, okay? Let's talk about step 7. Probably the most important thing I do on each and every single one of my websites are a few simple SEO tweaks that take only minutes to do. And I got to tell you, in my humble opinion, SEO is becoming one of the most misunderstood traffic generation strategies out there. Take web development, for example. I can't tell you how many people have told me that meta tags are not very important to search engines anymore. That is probably line number 6. The truth is, search engines still take meta tags very seriously, and on-page content is part of that. And this is especially true if you blog. WordPress is notorious for killing your page rank because it garbles up your URL, when all you need to do is use one tiny tweak and turn your blog post title into your URL. Now think about that for just a second. If you use your keyword as your blog title post, and you should, then tweak it so that it becomes your URL. Can you imagine how it will help your page rank, your page indexing and search results in search engines? I'm telling you, SEO is king when it comes to keyword stuff. So my experience is too many people don't understand SEO, which is silly when you have really great SEO tools and training like what I give you in this course. Tools and training which help you to instantly optimize your site and let the traffic flood begin. Every site needs this. Every single site. It doesn't matter if you have traffic already or not. You've got to pay attention to your on-page optimization, or you'll get crushed when your competition takes care of their own optimization. And believe me, they will. If you currently, for whatever reason, are nicely positioned on the search engines, your competition will find you. They'll look for your weak spots and then exploit them, sending your ranking to the deepest, darkest abyss, never to return. Well, never until you strike back and reclaim what is rightfully yours. And that's why I take SEO so seriously. I always optimize my pages for my keywords. I always make sure I have got my title right. I always make sure I properly use H1 and H2 tags. I use bolding and colors and italics and other emphasis cues where and how I must. Everything I do all works together for me. The result? Well, I get thousands of targeted visitors to my websites each and every day for free. And I make a lot of money too. And it's not the least bit time consuming if you use the right tools to get the job done right. Well, I do. Now, if any of this seems a bit over your head and you feel it's too much for you to take on, think again. If you need a little tutoring on SEO, no problem. Just apply what you learn in the rest of this course, and your blog or website will be 94% better than any other site out there. Now, who wouldn't want that? Okay, here's another real example. I have been using everything you learn in this course for years, and now I don't build a website without making sure I'm including SEO in every aspect of my marketing. What has that done for me? Well, one of my websites, for example, in only a matter of hours was indexed and making sales. In only a matter of hours. Again, without lists, without buying any traffic, no costs, no spam, just SEO. This is powerful stuff. So now I've covered the 5 main lies that you're being told about website traffic. But here's what I really want you to take away from this short course in this, and it's this. No matter what market you are in, no matter what status level of marketer you are, you can get thousands of targeted visitors to your website, new websites and old websites, and you'll build lists and make sales like crazy. When you get the following statement out of your mind, that there is no way my new website can get thousands of free targeted visitors quickly, you flat out unlock the doors to your success. I'm not over-exaggerating here. and I guarantee your website will be unstoppable traffic machines. So take what you've learned from this short but important course. See where you can apply these free traffic generation tactics. And I can promise you that you will see more results from using free traffic sources and tactics than any other marketing tactic out there. This is all really powerful, and many others along with myself are prime examples of this. So really, the first few steps in this plan right now are to get some quick, guaranteed affiliates, to start pouring cash in your pockets for free in the next 24 hours. That's the goal, cash in your pocket fast, right? And in just a matter of a few minutes from now, you can add some of the best affiliates out there if you just follow through with the training video below. And then the step after that is the next video after that one, which you'll quickly use a few free tools I give you to add 1,000 or more targeted buyers to your list in the next few hours for free. And then you'll get your URL ranked on top of page 1 of Google in the next day or two using my super stealth Parasite Marketing trick. You know, I've already shown you how this works, and that not many people either know this or know how to do it correctly, but you now do. So watch the next video and I'll show you exactly how to set all of this up correctly so that by this time tomorrow, you can be holding $1,000 cash or more in profit in your hands. So watch the next video now.